customer service because my professor wasn't answering, and I felt like, you gotta be smart up here to work at Best Buy. Jerry picks up the phone. I said, what's up, Jerry? He's like, hey, what can I help you with? I'm like, is there an A in gold? He said, sorry, did you call the wrong number? I said, no, I'm exactly who I need to be talking to, Jerry. Is there an A in fucking gold? And I explained to him the video, and he goes, oh, chemistry. I'm like, fucking iPads. What does this have to do with the fucking video, right, Jerry? He's like, no, in the periodic table, gold is AU. The A is silent, so it means you. And I said, you guys hiring, Jerry? Because you seem like a pretty straightforward fucking guy. I never seen somebody that's looked at their arm and thought, propeller. You know what I'm saying? I never seen someone that looked at their arm and said, ceiling fan, but make it Beyblade. You know what I'm saying? The thing, how you can fight 4 people at one time whilst reading this tiny book all at once. You broke your arm. The doctor walked in. He was real busy and just said, ice, and then left. That's why your arm's able to do that, right? You can, I don't know, if you hit your boyfriend while he's sleeping, he's going to wake up, not look for one person, he's going to be looking for 4 people and an octopus with a baseball bat. If you're ever in a helicopter crash and you just stick that up there and start flipping, you can literally go to safety back home to Delaware. Where are you from? I don't know you. I don't know if I want to.
What's something that school taught you that you found out to be completely false?
That learning a bunch of complicated shit was going to help me later in life. Because one time I had a job interview, right? Guy was like, oh, what is your biggest accomplishment? I was like, oh, AP physics. I've learned the Pythagorean theorem, shit like that. He literally looked at me and went, and why would I care about any of that? And I was like, I'm sorry? And I got hired and the guy after me got hired. And you want to know how the guy after me got hired? Because he brought Costco pizza and fucking shared it. So you know what I'm saying? Also, they taught me in high school, they were like, don't turn in late work because colleges will never accept late work. That's all colleges do at this point. There was one guy, he didn't turn in any work for 9 weeks. Professor was like, where's all the work at? He was like, sorry, have a job. And the professor was like, oh, that's cool. And turn it all in later. I don't know what life is anymore.
If you have a crush on somebody, just tell them that you like them. The worst they're gonna do is
Oh, no. Oh, triple fried, crispy dipped fuck. That's not how that works. Okay, well, when I was younger, I did that. I liked this girl and I was like, I'm gonna go up to her and just say, hey, I have a crush on you, right? I shit you not. She put her hand on my shoulder and went, that was very brave of you. And then left. Then the next day, crushed sodas? There was a bunch of crushed soda around my desk and everyone laughing like it was a stand-up comedy special, like it was at Saturday Night Live. People were like, oh, stop, you're being mean. But then they kept laughing. So now, when someone says that they like me, I ask them, who's putting you up to this? How much are they paying you? I'll double it if you just stop talking to me. Now, instead of saying I have a crush on you, my immediate response is, okay, do you like pancakes or waffles? I don't know how to human anymore.
What's something about friendships that took you forever to learn?
That there are 3 different types of friendships, right? The first type of friendship is friendship by vicinity. That's like when you guys are friends because you're forced to be at a place every day, so you might as well be buddies. For example, school or work, right? The second one is surface level friendship, right? You meet somebody, you guys are cool with each other, you're always nice, you're always listening, cool stuff. But if you were to move, you might not have the friendship later. The third one, that's best friendship. When you got a best friend, you're disrespectful to each other. You guys insult each other almost all the fucking time, but it's always on a best friend basis, right? You share everything with them, right? You guys barely have pictures, but the picture you do have, pretty awesome. Also, when you pay for them and they're like, no, I don't want you to, you're like, shut up and take my money. It's that kind of friendship, right? It's a friendship where they're like, oh, am I going to be at your wedding? And you're insulted. You're like, that's a given. Our kids are going to be best friends and our kids will be best friends. And you'd never break that line of legacy. That's what kind of friendship that is for that.
That's a wrong assumption about you that people always make.
Oh God, people assume that I'm not willing to risk it all. And let me tell you what I mean by that, right? I'm at work today. Customer comes in. I'm like, how you doing, sir? Completely ignores me. Comes up and he's like, 2 slices of pepperoni. And I was like, that's cool. We don't have to say please or thank you. That's fine. And then I'm like, okay, it's going to be $9. Dude grabs the money and puts it on the table. when my hand was extended out and I was like, sir, can you hand me the money, please? And he was like, it's on the table. You see it. Grab it. I'm busy. And I was like, sir, we don't have to do this. It doesn't have to go down like this. We don't have to go there. And he was like, grab it yourself. And then I'm like, okay, cool. You want a customer service souffle? That shit's out the window. You're getting a petty spaghetti sandwich. I'm matching energies like we're in Dragon Ball Z at this point. I take his order. I put it at the farthest part of the restaurant. I'm like, oh, sir, your food's over there. He's like, can you get it for me? I was like, grab it yourself. Then he said, I'll tell your manager. I'm like, I'll go with you. Let's do it together. I don't need.
What's one thing that you can say that'll trigger an entire generation?
Oh God, okay? 2 words. 2 words that'll set off every generation in a different way, right? It happened to me today, and I'm trying to save the ambush. 2 words. Say this. Say, I'm tired. And watch different generations react differently, right? If you say, I'm tired, right? The older generation